I think you also need to play more in your...
I tried that sweep at. Didn't work.
I think so. I don't play a lot with this, and maybe one day I will, but I know that the one thing that Tommy's doing is like trying to make sure that these two things are touching.
Yes, sir.
Because this is the problem for me.
Yeah.
They start doing this, right?
Yeah.
Right, but then you need to start doing this.
Yes.
Before I...
You know, like...
You can cross face.
Well, it's just like, think about how much strength there is here.
You feel like you can knock me over from here like this?
It's not even that I'm necessarily like looking for the knockover. I'm making sure that you can't cross face me and put me flat.
Yeah.
You know?
Because when they get that over, it's bad.
Here. And then...
If you cross face, yeah, and grab that, I think you can take him back over, can't you?
So, but that's not my style. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad style. I'm just saying if you're gonna play this style, like Tommy's saying, you really wanna make sure that you're not getting flattened.
Yeah.
And the only way to get flattened is that you're being lazy on this arm. I'm not saying that this style is a bad style, because it clearly has value, but I 100% love this style here, you know, which is this.
And is there a sweep you go from here instead of just chasing the back out?
Well, I'm not even chasing the back. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm keeping these two things pinched so that you can't bring your knee up for the knee cut.
Yeah.
And then coming through, and then here. But what I want to do is, I want to take this knee and keep your butt going forward. Right? Like I want to be here, offsetting your base, offsetting this. Coming under here, being active, moving your knee to the side.
Yeah.
Like the more that I can get this leg to start to come out sideways,
and
the
this
more...
is basically deep half, right?
No.
What's the difference?
Well, deep half, I have to come completely under you.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah, fuck that deep half stuff.
I'm not a big deep...
I don't like it either.
I don't play like
but
that.
But I do go for that sweep where I was trying to see where I underhook the leg here and trying to extend it out. Almost to like the knee bar, right? Like to here.
Oh, you're trying to go for the knee bar?
Well, not really. I was just trying to use it to sweep. Just lifting here kind of getting to this.
Yeah. Oh, you've done that to me.
And it works okay, but I feel like it's not great.
Well, when you're down in that position, keep your movement constant and you can't let them set up because you don't really have a guard. You don't really have a guard established. So you got to keep moving like constantly. I have to attach my head to the hip to make this work so I can get underneath his hips, okay? So I'm gonna start here on both cheeks. So I get both ass cheeks full, right? And then I'm gonna go underneath,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna grab the foot.
The opposite.
Yep, and then all it is, I'm just gonna split his legs, come up.
Where they step the foot over, and this is so much money for me lately.
Nice.
Like, just keeping this and pinching. And then they can't drive into me as easy.
Nice.
Like, it's a lot of pressure. And then when I come under here like this, right? Same, essentially the same thing.
So you're just taking the hip.
This is scoop. I like it. So then it's really hard for him to be able to actually like defend that.
Because yeah, it feels like when you're going for it feels like I can stop. I can stop you from like hip bumping me over, but then whenever I stop that and pull my hips out from under.
Can I see your foot again? Can you do that again?
How's your knee?
My knees are good.
Pressure on your knees. But for me, like it's like Tommy said, like if you're playing half guard, you're either here framing, not getting flattened, and that's the battle. And then once I commit to going under, I have to be smart there. So when I come under here, it's my knees coming behind his butt, right? And that is driving him forward. I don't think a lot of people pinch those two things together.
Right.
And then when I step over, it's just lifting this up and sliding this out and pinching actively with this.
Oh, that's tight. Hit your sweep. I want to feel that.
So when I come under, then it's here.
I'm sorry.
There you go. So then I'm pinning this down, and then this is windshield wipering over. So, and it makes it really hard for them to be able to drive into you to stop it all. Because that's the way that you're going to stop all that sweep anyways.
Yeah.
Drive into them, put them back flat.
I've always been reactive to bumping my knee, to bumping forward.
Yeah.
I've been reactive because you wait for people to try their knee cut, and then I'll bump them forward and pass.
That's why I make sure, like I was showing that to CJ that day, is this is pinching this way,
Okay.
and this is pinching this way. And that way, they can't bring the knee up.
Can you do it to Brando?
So you're doing this, you're not pinching them together like an arm bar?
Well, I'm doing it like, they essentially do, but like it'll be at this level.
Yeah.
When I come under, I'm gonna bring this forward and this.
And does it matter if they're doing this? Does this stop you at all?
Right? And then what I want is this foot pinched here.
Okay.
Now, there's no way that this leg's coming up for the knee cut. And their angle is turned for the dump already.
Yeah.
Where a lot of times when you go for the sweep, you're trying to force it with the wrong angle.
Right.
Like when I'm here, now it's this leg sliding out here.
Right. You're fighting.
The whole time it just sucks because he's stuck. It's like so much pressure through the whole body that you're either gonna give me
Yeah, it feels like I
the
can
back
stop
chase.
one of the 3 options.
Right,
That's
you're
it.
either, and then the one that I get 99% of the time is they drive back into me and I just roll them.
Yeah.
I want their knee turned away from me. That's all I care about. Because as long as their knee's turned away from me, they can't drive into me. They can't generate the pressure that they need to drive.
So I'm here.
Here.
So I'm here. Sorry, you good? Yeah.
Yes. And then actively pinching this up. Not too far.
Okay.
Right? Like this is driving in, this is pinching. And I don't want to extend myself too much where it like compromises my control. But I want to have it where their leg can't just pop out.
Okay. Oh, I like that because I'm
Because
good?
Yeah.
I'm pulling his knee to me.
Right. Yeah, it completely collapses them.
Just makes me turn.
Yeah, you have to.
Well, and then they can't drive into you without having incredible flexibility.
Yes. Now you can play that overhook game.
Like
you're doing. Good.
Yes.
Nice.
Now
You
turn
can
it
take it
back.
back. Yep.
Good.
And go back and do it again.
So keep more pinch.
Let's work that
Yes,
first one that I
that's
showed
good.
them. Okay, so attach your forehead to the hip.
So
Good. Now, this arm goes
If I
all the
throw
way
this
under.
in, you
splits
roll
the
me.
crotch and takes the butt. Good. Now,
And come back.
you're going to shift
Because if
to
I
a
stop
sweep.
it,
Okay,
go
so
back
keep your
and then
forehead
sit up
attached to the
again.
hip.
Not
Take
that
this
way, don't
hand
pull my
all the
leg
way
with you.
underneath the front of my shin.
Driving this way?
Yeah.
This way?
Because look,
Yeah, underneath the front.
exactly.
There you go. Now,
whole
so you're going to
battle.
pull the foot to the partner's butt.
I think
Okay, good.
because
Right there. Now you're going to take
allowing-
this
and this is
all the
what
way
everyone
around and grab the
makes a
same
mistake
foot.
when they do the
Put
pinch,
2 hands on
is
one.
They let themselves extend too far.
No.
I don't want to extend too far. I just want to have
Now, switch
This.
your hips and come up.
right. I just want to have it where I can just come up to my knees.
Okay.
It's that simple.
Right.
I want you to feel it.
So here.
And now it's done.
From here to
yeah.
here.
I feel like there's no
Hips
stopping
attached.
it
Your
here.
head's attached to your hips.
This way.
I'm going to come
And then I'm
underneath.
going to come this way.
2-on-1.
You know, like
So now just
it's
lift.
just going to
Pull
go
this
back
to
and
me.
forth. Right. As I'm trying to extend you as much as I can. Up. Right. And then as soon as you put that in, boom. Boom.
There you go.
Right. Like chaining it together. And then I'm not going to try to throw.
Yeah, and from here, this is kind of the hardest part.
So again, it's like here. Like that's the only way I'm gonna get
But
you.
you didn't really climb, right? You kind of like took my base points now. And,
Right. I'm always gonna run away. I'm never gonna try to come up and chase because then you're gonna forward roll. And then it's gonna turn into a scramble. So again, it's kind of like what we were going over the other day where we're opening the turtle.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do is I want to open your turtle or I want to remove your base points
What
because
do you mean exactly, I guess,
what?
about moving the turtle and similarity between that and what
Well,
now with that?
if you look, when I'm here, right, I don't have the back here. This is super dangerous still because still the element, if you forward roll, I'm in danger. If you get this arm back across my face, I'm in danger. So that worries me too. Like once I get to this side, I have to figure out how to get your base points out, right? As long as your elbow can't connect back in, it's gonna be able to always expose the back.
As long as you're attached on that tricep. That's the way I think about it, Brando.
Depending on your training partner, depending on how mean you want to be, like, I want to fold Brandon where his head's going to touch his knees when he's coming up, because that's what's going to make it like brutal. Because again, I have to shoot, just like when I'm doing that from the close guard, I have to shoot this arm up and then here. And now I know it's going to be so brutal. Like he's already shaking to the point where I know that if I squeeze, it's going to like,
That arm is so flush.
Yeah,
so
I didn't know if me going from the half guard and shooting the darts in from half guard was messing with it or
sometimes what I'll do is I'll go this. Like I'll post the hand here, right? Because this is a post where now they can't go backwards, right? And then I can start to scoop him, and then I can start to like feed it. And that way they can, I just want to stop him from being able to go back. Because here's the thing, if they can go back, they can defend.
Yes.
But if they can't go back, they can't defend as easy. So sometimes I put my hand behind the back of their head, and I like use that so they can't do the going back and framing and flattening out.
And it stops me from, like, whenever you were driving my head into your chest, and yeah, like, this stops me from getting flat, I feel like, too. If my head's, like, up here, not necessarily, but when it's here, right? When I'm stuck underneath of them, it's like I can't get anywhere.
Yeah, so I like this. And then even when I get this, I still want to take my elbow and punch my hand as I'm pushing this back. Because people, when they shoot the Darce, it's a lot of neck crank because they don't shoot the arm all the way through. Mm-hmm. I want the arm all the way through. Now I know that it's like super tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was just reaching too far.
Well, you think about your positioning too, because if you're in a half guard, are you using the Darce to submit somebody when they have you in a secure half guard, or are you using the Darce to pass?
I use it to pass, and then if it's there, I can try to get it.
There you go.
That's where I thought maybe that was messing up my
And you
technique.
need to realize that again, they're two different things, right? Like when I'm doing the Darce to pass, I'm framing and I'm putting that positioning on there so he can't go backwards so that I can get the pass.
Yeah.
Then I'm locking in. I don't want to do both because both reduces your mobility. Like if I'm going for the Darce and I'm squeezing to try to pass him, like I have now taken my brain from like controlling my partner to trying to finish my partner, and now I've lost my mobility factors.
Usually. So if I'm in this half guard, here, I'm gonna throw the Darce. I play it a little bit different than Chad did because I want to punish him. I want him to just hate life. So I want to come in and I'm just gonna pass my hand in the back of the neck and I'll start pulling him down. Because like he said, you want the face to hit their knee, right? So then my grip goes here. I keep cranking him in. And I'll keep curling him in. Then I can go here.
You grip like this.
Yep. I just bury my thumb here in between the index and the middle finger so I can break him in tight. Sorry, Brenda. You're good. Here. Then when I'm ready, I slide this one right here. And just like Chad said, we gotta be able to pass as deep as we can to where his chin is now on my bicep. Here. And I can hit this. And I go right here. And I'm making sure that his head is still going facing me. Does that make sense? And we can sit there and not have to, we can sit here and I'll just keep that leg hooked because the magic is going to my hip. Keeping pressure in the back of his neck, nose to knee.
That's powerful.
The only difference in those two things was Chadley was using this as a base for better positioning, and I was here, breaking him down.
That's what I like to do, that three-quarter Nelson style thing, especially like from the sprawl.
Yeah.
Man, it's
Absolutely.
It's the same concept as this though. If I have closed guard on Brandon, right, and I want to finish like the arm triangle, everyone that goes for this and then they go here and they go here and they squeeze, and it's super tons of pressure on the back of the neck and it's really hard to get the finish. And the concept that all I have to do to finish is to shoot my arm up, right? So instead of just going like this and then going like this, all I want to do is get this, right? And then I want to shoot my hand up and then.
Just starting from the back position, okay? And we can think about this in all different positions, and the Darce was the perfect thing. But like Chad talked about, getting your elbows deep. So when we do back attacks and the drill does, I have the guys start the seatbelt, but we're not starting just like this. We're starting here. And I'm catching with my elbows. Now that I'm catching with my elbows, now I can start working my stuff. You know, now who showed you that? George.
That's smart. I like that, yeah. He's so fucking smart.
Oh, it's just those little motherfuckers.
that's
So
Jiu Jitsu.
we're starting here, and I know
what
that I
happens
want
when
to
you
stay
have a manly body
attached
like
from my
George's.
crotch all the way up to my face. I want to be
You'll
attached.
never know.
So I suck them in here tight first.
This one on the top of the shoulder,
Yeah.
especially.
I can see where that.
Elbows.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, 100%. This is what I'm doing. I'm clearing my elbows. I'm putting my elbows on that side of the opponent.
I like when George was like, look, if I had your body, Chad, I would have never done jiu-jitsu. That was my favorite line.
So here to here, right? And single hand here. Because my elbows are already there. So I don't have to worry about
getting it over.
I'm here. So he's got to fight that. That's fine. I just grab the shoulder. Dude, George has changed my back attacks. Like my mindset on all of it. Because once I catch, if we had jackets, once I catch this zipper grip on your back, I will never let go of it. I'm never gonna let go of it, and I'm never gonna go for what do they call it? Bow and arrow. I'm never doing bow and arrows anymore. I'm here, I have my cross grips, and I just turn like that on the opponent, turn sideways, and it fucks them.
Every time I think NoGi, I always just sign up for the